Hello, fellow miners, and welcome to another episode from Spice Mines Gaming. Today I'm going to head to the Nether because I wanted to go back and review kind of what has happened with the Wither Skeleton farm. I've made a couple of videos building the Wither Skeleton farm, but I don't know if I have actually taken a little bit of time to kind of explain what to look for and how to build a Wither Skeleton farm. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain the Wither Skeleton farm, and at the same time, if you have any input as to how to make this thing better, or if you've done something differently that's had really good results, please let me know. I totally invite you to comment, to provide your feedback and your suggestions, whatever. Discussion. There you go. Open discussion. And I'm going to explain everything you see here, that it looks quite different than before. And that's because of all these slabs. I've raised everything by 1/2 block, and let's say it's extensive, and there's a reason why. So I'm going to head over to the Wither Skeleton farm here as I slowly ascend these stairs. I probably should do stair blocks here. I think it would be a little easier to get up there, but now I'm going to run all the way over here to where you enter the collection facility for the Wither Skeleton farm. And it's right around the corner here. And right here is where the Wither Skeleton farm is. There's nothing in here now. That happens. There's a gas nearby, but that's not what we're looking for. So this is the top level, and I've made this 2 levels, and here's the bottom level. Now, here's what you look for. Whenever you come to a nether fortress like this one here, you're going to find intersections like this one right here, a 4-way intersection. And you'll find it here. As you can see, this is a 4-way intersection. They're everywhere in nether fortresses. Some small ones only have a couple, some big ones have a lot of them. See, there you go. There's stuff already starting to spawn there. I need to take care of these guys. But out here is where I chose to make this Wither Skeleton farm platform. And the reason why is it had a really good spawn rate of Wither Skeletons. At least every time I came down here in the Nether, it seemed like there was always multiple Wither Skeletons in this area here. Let me, I'll just break a block here. I'll put it back. I promise. But as you can see here, this was the original, what do you call it? Fortress right here. This is where the floor was. And this was one of those outdoor exposed areas. And there's another one over here I guess I could show you to kind of illustrate what I'm looking for. But notice, I had an intersection here. One of those 4-way intersections right here. I had one right here. There's one that comes right through here. And then I had one right here. There's one that comes through right here. These are important because Wither Skeletons spawn at a higher rate near these intersections. From the center of these intersections, like right here, you want to go 9 blocks in every direction and make that into a square. And you can fill it in with any solid block. Like I use cobblestone, you can use the nether brick. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be a solid block. Come out 9 squares from the center of these intersections here and make a platform out of it. And that right there is, I believe this is the 9th block right here. And the Wither Skeletons will spawn at a much higher rate in that little area. And now since I had multiple intersections, I did the same thing. I came to this intersection, went 9 blocks out. Came to this intersection, made sure I had 9 blocks this way, and then I came to this intersection and 9 blocks in each direction. And there are 3 possible good places for Wither Skeletons to spawn here. And so you level everything around, as I've done here. There used to be walls, like a short wall here, and then there was a blaze spawner over here, but you're supposed to level everything. And then that opens it up for these guys to have all of this area to spawn. and you have to be 24 to 32 blocks away, much like the mob farm that I've created underneath my base back in the overworld. But here's another little trick you can do. They not only spawn at that level, the floor level of those intersections, they can also spawn 4 blocks below, down here. And so I can easily walk into this one. And so as you can see, there's still these intersections down below. This one right here is 4 blocks below the floor of this level. And so what this does is it effectively doubles the area that these guys, these wither skeletons, can spawn. A gas burned my carpet. And so that's how this works. It's a very simple thing. It's very inefficient, but it works. And I've come down here multiple times, and I've had wither skeletons. I've had at least 20 of them in the past 5 times that I've been down here, which is, it's about 4 per visit, is what I usually get. And if I come over here and stand somewhere, either this block, this block, this block, this block, or this block, somewhere around here, I can stand. And if I stand here long enough, I'll see things just kind of randomly spawn off in that direction, because that's within the 24 to 32 block range. And that's kind of a sweet spot. But here's also the trick to this. Notice everything is slabbed. Nothing at all can spawn anywhere where I have these slabs. And as you can see, it's just a half slab on the floor. And nothing can spawn on stairs, so you don't have to worry about that. But that's what I've done here throughout this entire fortress, both in the upper levels, as you can see. Let's just kind of look around here at the magnitude of all of these slabs that I've had to lay down to get this thing to function properly. And we'll go all the way down here. Again, you'll see over there, that right there is nothing but slabs. Now you might be thinking, who in their right mind would want to do that? Well, to be honest, I don't know. It was a lot of work. That's a lot of cobblestone. That's a lot of time, a lot of effort just to get this little thing here. But, you know, if you want wither skeleton skulls, this is kind of the most efficient way to do it. Is you've got a slab at least 64 blocks in every direction of the spawnable area that you want for your platform. And so yep, there's stuff that's already in there. I'll get to that here in a little bit. I'll just kind of peek through here. It's probably just a bunch of blazes. I'm not worried about them right now. But as you can see, I went way down that way, way down this way, and you have to be careful too, because you've got to go all the way down, even in these areas, all the way down to the bottom. 64 blocks in every direction, up, down, left, right, front, back. And like I said, it's a painstaking thing. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of resources, but it's worth it because your platform will work. And I even had to come way over here too. Let's see what we got here. I guess got a zombie pigman in there. Probably something down below too. But see, things are spawning over here. And that's the thing. You want to control the spawns to this area right here, which is what I've done. And I'll come over here, and you can see one of those. Looks like I got a blaze. Yeah, I'll have to take care of this guy. I didn't come this direction, so this is one spot that I have not slabbed. Let me take care of this guy so he's not in the way. And it looks like he's just going to be stubborn. Oh, there he comes. Please leave. So this is one of those intersections right here. As you can see, this is in the open exposed area of the fortress. And this right here would make another good spot for a platform. And see, I've got to do some more slabbing over here too. So again, that's where I stopped slabbing, but I probably do need to go further back because look at all these zombie pigmen. Now this affects the spawn rate that's over there in the wither skeleton farm. But anyhow, back to this. So you take down all of these blocks and you just have this kind of cross section here. And then you just come right here in the middle, walk out 9 blocks, and then just make you a platform. That's basically all you need. And then basically slab everything in the area so that nothing else can spawn. Because if you just have that, you know, you're going to get zombie pigmen spawning all over this place. And it's going to take up your wither skeleton opportunities here. Because the more they spawn, the less the wither skeletons will spawn. So let's go back over this way. And once you get more than 32 blocks away from these zombie pigmen, which is not hard to do here because there's a lot of area, then they will go away. They'll despawn. And then new things will start spawning within 24 to 32 blocks of where you are. And so that's kind of the mechanics behind this. And so let's go in here and see if anything has shown up. And then that's probably, whoop, wrong turn. And that's probably going to wrap up this episode. It's going to be a quick, just informative thing. Yeah, we got two zombie pigmen in here. Okay, let's come back over here. I'm not going to worry about it because I don't need to kill them. Couple of blazes and magma cubes. So let's get out of here before they set the place on fire. But anyhow, that's how it works. And yeah, you get these things that you don't want, but you take these guys out, you kill them, you kill those blazes, kill the magma cubes, and then you just wait a little bit and more will come. Now, in a server, that wait is usually a lot longer. But in a single player environment, in an offline world, it's usually much faster, in theory. So you should have a much higher rate. Now, I'm on a server, so the spawn rate is probably going to be a little bit lower. But in a single player environment, on a offline world, that spawn rate would probably be a lot higher. But that's that. It's really simple. It just takes a lot of work. It's simple mechanics, but there's a lot of preparation and a lot of extra stuff you've got to do just to make sure that things spawn here and not like up there or out there. And it just increases your opportunity to get wither skeletons in here. And there's been times where I've seen 6 of them here, and there's been times where I've seen 1 or 2. So it varies quite a bit. And see, you have an opportunity of getting them 4 at a time at each of these intersections. That's where I've seen 6, where I've seen 4 in this intersection and 2 in that one down there. But yeah, it works. It just takes a lot of time, and it takes patience. You just got to have patience with these things. But that's that. So let me head back to the house, and we'll wrap up this episode. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode. It was just a quick, informative episode. I wanted to take a little time to kind of explain, just dedicate some time just to explain that wither skeleton farm. So in case you wanted to build one on your own, you've got the explanation. You can see a couple of videos that I've done where I've built, where I've teamed up with Binary Vigilante, and we built this thing. So you can see kind of how it was built then, or in those videos. But on that note, I'm wrapping up this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this episode, please tap or click the like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. I do greatly appreciate those subscriptions, each and every one of them. And so thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.